Splice Original.
What's up, amigos? It's the Prodigy Maker Minute with yours truly, Chris Lewitt. As you may know, I'm the former number one for Cornell University, pro circuit player, elite junior development coach, and author and educator, author of The Secrets of Spanish Tennis and the Tennis Technique Bible. I was watching some lessons recently at a club in America, in the United States, in the Northeast, in the Northeastern United States. And I can't help but watching other coaches work and other coaches perform their lessons. So I wanted to give a few critiques, and I see this a lot when I have young coaches coming to train with me. I know I may look young, guys, but I just found the fountain of youth. I'm actually pretty old, but I've been around a long time, and I have young coaches who train with me, who work for me. And one of the things I don't like is the double or triple rhythm style feeding. I think this should probably be abolished, like not taught anymore. I know when years ago, I took USPTA exam and I took the PTR exam, and I believe it's still in the USPTA exam. Some of you out there who are coaches, we have a lot of coaches who watch the channel. Let me know if that's the case, but you have to, demonstrate your double and triple time feeding, and got to keep those players moving, keep the enthusiasm up, keep the energy up. And to me, this is just a typical American style or approach. And I think it's really flawed because basically, when you see a coach doing like double time or triple time, it's very hard to keep track of the players. And you're focusing so much on keeping the players moving, keeping the rhythm of the feeding, that you don't really coach the player as much. You're more like a ball machine. You're more like just a feeder. And it looks really cool. It looks kind of sexy, and it demonstrates some skill with the racket. But in the end, I don't think the players benefit very much. The players are moving, so it's better than just a static lesson where the players are standing around in a line. But at the end of the day, you probably should have fewer players on the court, and you should probably be focusing on giving each player more individual attention rather than just feeding those balls as fast as you can. So I think double and triple rhythm, if we're still requiring coaches to learn that, I think that is pretty much useless. You can become a world-class coach without ever feeding double time or triple time. But I guess if you want to become a good country club coach and run a clinic with like 8 people or 10 people in it, I guess you still need that skill. But what do I know? I just think that's a complete waste of time and baloney. I think coaches should just, throw that in the gutter, throw that type of feeding in the garbage. And if you're in a situation where your director or you're asked to feed double and triple time, you got to ask yourself, why do I have so many kids, or why do I have so many players under my responsibility here, and why am I not being given a better ratio to work with in terms of player to coach? Because in those situations where you feel you have too many players, yeah, you want to keep those players moving, but in the end, it's not a situation where the coach can really offer individual attention to each player. You just end up trying to keep the players moving. So you substitute activity for actual instruction, and I think that's a big mistake. You don't mistake activity for learning and instruction. I guess that's the bottom line. You see that a lot in the drills that are on uh, socials and on YouTube, and you see a lot of really cool, sexy drills that actually don't add up to much learning and much instruction. I think you should be very wary of those types of things, like doing fancy drills just for the sake of doing a fancy drill. Maybe that's the subject of the next video. But guys, what do you think? Should we abolish double time and triple time feeding, the fast rhythm feeding, the American style feeding? You just never see that type of feeding in Spain. I mean, maybe I've seen it once or twice, but the feeding in Spain as a counterpoint is just like slow and rhythmic. You have 2 players on the court in a group lesson. Imagine that, 2 players under your responsibility, maybe 3 players, and you can like really drill down into each player, give them a good drill, a good exercise, and give them actual coaching and instruction rather than just activity. Guys, if you enjoy this Prodigy Maker Minute, please check out my big show, The Prodigy Maker Show. We'll be coming out with new shows soon. And please consider subscribing. We'd really appreciate your support. We're trying to grow this channel to 10,000 subscribers in the next few years. And this is just my little side channel. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, and I appreciate you guys just making this channel the best it can be. I'll see you guys on the next program.